Hello and welcome everybody into some Friday night racing action here, where it's not just a monster mash, it is a league versus league bash here in the Num Thumbs Racing League versus Vigilante Racing League race here this evening, coming at you live from Michigan, where we got 80 laps to decide, well, who's got the league's best, or between the leagues, who's got the best drivers, and they all duke it on out here, out on the racetrack, and all for fun, and all for a great show as well. So let's get this party all started and start things on off with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And welcome back. As always, we want to thank each and every single one of you for tuning on in here tonight and joining us for this special event on this wonderful Friday evening before Halloween. You guys are the reason why we do this and have such a good time of doing it. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you get alerted every single time that we go live. And of course, as always, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well so we can continue to grow this fantastic community going on over here on the YouTubes. As always, I am Alan Brown, and I am joined by the Brewmaster in general, Mr. Alan English, in the booth with me here this evening. And Alan, I hope you brought your suit of armor and your shield here tonight, because, oh boy, there's going to be some shots fired.
It's at the cleaners.
Oh.
By cleaners, I mean the welding shop. They're fixing some of the panels there for me. But, man, this is going to be fun. We've been kind of looking forward to this for quite some time, and we were hopeful that we could get a league versus league type exhibition match. And we got one here with NTRL and VRL, and we've grown to really love these two leagues and know so many of the members. Gotten to know them pretty well here over the last couple of years. So this is going to be fun for us, I think, and to see the rivalry kind of getting kicked up, because both leagues have some great drivers, and we're going to get to see them showcased here tonight. And what better place to do it than at Michigan, where both of these leagues do a lot of racing at Michigan, and very competitive, very safe driving for the most part. These guys give each other room quite a bit and stuff, but now you got them intermingling, so maybe you won't give as much room to a guy in the other league as you would to somebody in your own league that you got to race with next week. So I'm really looking forward to see how it's going to play out. And we've already got some viewers out there watching and commenting, so we'll get to those here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, that indeed is down there on pit road, and he's already starting to get booked up for some extra appointments this week, according to Mr. Earl Evans out there. Our anger management specialist down on pit road, Mr. Adam Turner, getting all locked in and loaded. And Adam, a lot of these guys do kind of intermingle between the two leagues, and they did have to pick sides here tonight. And it's going to be interesting to see like how well people work together, whether it's a buddy from another league, or maybe if it's, you guys might have some on beef track during your league races, but here tonight you got to work together.
Yeah, we had a pre-race meeting because we're professionals. We talk about stuff before the race, although it was probably like 5 minutes or whatever. We kind of wonder which team, who is racing for which team. Some of these guys race for both or have in the past. They're kind of, I don't know. There are two favorites. I know that both leagues are pretty awesome in their own right. It's going to be hard for us to kind of figure out who's actually racing for what league tonight. I think we'll square that away. Hopefully somebody will get punched in the face. I mean, that's the goal here, isn't it? Right? Like, we want to fight. And
helmets and. Actually,
I think that's probably not what they want here tonight. It's a fun, friendly, family-friendly race here at Michigan. We're going to have some. I think it's going to be pretty cool because there's really nothing on the line. Nobody's going to lose points. It should be just kind of a fun time. I'm glad we're getting to do it at Michigan. Ted Nugent's home. It's a beautiful track. I'm a master of this track. If you want to win, you just kind of follow my design. Be careful there too. It kind of squishes down on you. That you're going to slide up the track as you lose tires, and 3 and 4 is where you make your money. You got to save tires at the end of this thing, and you can win in 3 and 4. But let me give you the rules for tonight. Enough of my shenanigans. I'll have plenty of that for later. 1 fast repair, 65% fuel, 3 sets of tires total. That's interesting. 13 incident points penalty, and then another 6 points. You'll get another penalty, and so on. There's no DQ. And here's the problem: 115 on the track, so the track temperature is very hot.
Ooh, toasty indeed. As we take a look here at tonight's race info, some beautiful sunshiny skies out here for these drivers. Again, Michigan, just put up some lights. We will personally start a GoFundMe if Michigan would, install some of those stadium lights so we could get some night races here. But nonetheless, great weather to be had. Otherwise, just maybe a little hot and slick out there on the racetrack. Bringing us down to tonight's key to the race, where you got to remember who your friends are. Oh man, coming into this thing, we kind of touched on it already. You really got to know, like, if you really want to fight the person in front of you for position or not. When teaming on up, it's a cumulative point for the top 10. You don't necessarily want to knock one of your teammates here for whatever league you're running for outside of that top 10. You want as many people in there as possible.
Even if it's a guy who maybe pinched you down or put you in the wall last week, or earlier this week, I should say, you don't want to take that guy out here tonight because you just be hurting your own league. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun to see how the league versus league dynamic plays out on the asphalt.
Yeah, and I think there's a little bit of drafting on the backstretch here, but for the most part, skill wins here. In my opinion, this is a driver's track. We should see like the best driver win, technically, right? You would think.
Well, yeah.
So I mean,
a picture of Lori on his bed cover on the back of his truck.
I think that's her. The picture she uses for her Discord or whatever.
Oh,
but yeah,
okay.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Nonetheless, qualifying slowly starting to wrap on up here. About 1 minute left here. Mostly everybody putting in some good laps out there, all ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, Holmesy's out there saying, let's go. Kyle Vaught says anniversary weekend with the wife, so he'll be missing tonight's race, but pulling for VRL out there. Sarah Decker's out there pulling for David Fight. Hello there, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. Derek Donna pulling for Shepard as well. And good luck to all the other drivers as well there. And then Daniel Poachlog says, cheering on the NTRL family out there here tonight. He's got a few of his DEP guys, I believe, out there racing as well. Earl Evans says, hey, my sponsors, I'm back. Well, welcome back there, buddy. I know that you're having connection problems. Hopefully that got remedied.
Well, not only that, he
Josh
was on
Kelleher.
vacation.
Oh, was he on vacation?
He was,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Josh Kelleher out there. Yeah, we missed you, buddy. I'm glad to see you here, pulling for DEP Racing and NTRL. He says he's got his boxing gloves on, ready to rumble. Greg Dobson's here, pulling for VRL. Tower Operator, of course. Bruce here for Winker Nation. That's a hashtag, by the way. James Russell pulling for NTG, NTRL. Thank you so much for being here, James. John Peavy out here, pulling for NTRL. And Greg Dobson pulling for Earl out there. As we have our grid that is sitting at a little 45-degree angle there on pit road, getting ready to roll.
And that indeed we are. So let's go ahead and tell everybody where their favorite driver are gonna be starting here tonight. Getting us started is the number 6 machine of Caleb Sisk and the 46 of Justin Morrow lining on up here on that front row. So here we go. NTRL starting off strong. Mike Taylor in the 98 machine is going to be starting here tonight in 3rd, with the 37 of Chris Klein starting in 4th. You got the 728 of Mr. Timothy Pope out here as well, starting up there inside that top 5, with the 76 of Jeff Ottinger starting here tonight in 6th. 88 of Mike Adamson has a good top 10 starting spot here with a 7th place. And the 53 of Jeremiah Burke starting to his outside there in 8th. 9th will be the 01 of Mr. Kelly Keel, getting the party started up there with the 315 of Zach the Hack Millet, getting things rounded off here inside your top 10. A good smattering of both drivers up there inside that top 10.
Yeah, 33 Jess Fault starting in 11th, outside row number 6 there. Thomas Welch for NTRL starting beside him there. Andrew Cawthon and Larry Dickerson start side by side in row number 7. Row number 8 is going to be the 3 of Skylar Herron and the 13, or the 013 rather, of the Pizza Man, Brayton Laster. Row number 9 is going to be Andrew Player in the 18 and the 71 of Connor Leach. And row number 10, rounding out your top 20, the 32 of Nick Biddy and the 27 of Sean McDonald.
29, Dave the nickname Mayberry, 21st. 81, Jonathan Osborne starts 22nd. 23rd, Jack the Ripper Dixon, 07. The number 20, Kevin Delia, 24th. 25th, number 1 of David Fight. Number 8 of Dylan Bryant, 26th. 085 of Greg Dobson. A lot of Canadians in here tonight. This is going to be fun. 27th. 28th to 43 of Dana Shepard, 31 of Scott Milner, 29th, 30th, Dustin with the Y, Dustin Eaton in that 14, 48, Seth Hawley, 31st, 83 of Charlie Herkus, 32nd, in 33rd place, 42 of Team America, Kevin Winker, 21, Jesse Redding, he starts 34th, George Rincon, 35th, 99, America's Driver, Albert Anderson, 36th, Double Nickel, Tom Barris, 37th. Russ Kilgore in the 7th, 38th. Russell Endicott, 57th, 39th. Earl Evans, our sponsor, not sponsored car, in the 13th. 40th, Chris Gomes, and Mark Collins rounded out. I hope I got all that in there. And Lori Vaught is our race control, along with Derek Welch.
Yeah, the one-legged wonder doing not racing.
That
But
hurt.
nice, big, huge field here tonight. 40 plus drivers. Oh my goodness.
Love it.
This is what the folks all came to see as the field gets all stacked on up and racked up here behind the pace car, who is about ready to make its way on down into pit lane for the first time here tonight. Side by side, the field shuffles down the start-finish stretch into that Geico restart zone, and away we go for the first time here this evening. Green flag racing on this Friday night from Michigan. The 6 machine out to a great lead up here, up at the front. The 98 of Mike Taylor trying to hunt him down here early. He's got the 46 of Justin Morrow in a good little battle behind him with the 728 of Pope and the 37 of Chris Klein as they round out of turns 1 and 2, heading on down the back straightaway here as the 728 of Pope slips back into line. The 37 of Chris Klein making it too wide here once again as the 6 machine stays out in front, trying to keep that 98 at bay as they come on down through turns 3 and 4, completing lap number 1, a good hard-fought first lap.
Great to see these guys out here racing all together like this. A lot of the guys in the same Discord channel. A lot of the VRL guys in the same channel together. Same thing with the NTRL guys. So we're going to hear a lot of strategy being talked about between the two leagues. You know, these guys are used to having like 2 or 3 other people in their channel, not 15. So it's going to be pretty cool. These guys are going to be able to work together and maybe mull over some strategies.
Yeah, that's a lot of people talking at once, though. I bet they might be a little confused.
That's true.
But it's all for fun. It looks like we really got a great race going. They're just kind of feeling each other out here. This is right here. Turn 2 is very interesting to me to see how people attack this turn.
Yeah, it's also still very early here. Lap number 3, 80 laps in total to be run here tonight, and that's if we don't run into some extra shenanigans toward the end. We'll try to get this one all done in at least racing conditions. As the 76 of Ottinger trying to find a way to slip up between Jess Vaught and Kelly Keel here, working well with his Vigilante Racing League team members.
It's pretty cool. Most of these guys are running a banner that tells you what league they're in, with a few exceptions, but we do have a list of what drivers are in what league. So if anybody's confused about it, just hit me up on it and make sure it's pulled up.
It gets confusing, but I mean, by the time this thing's over, we'll have it all figured out, I think.
Sure. By the end, we'll know what we're...
Look how the difference in 3 and 4, just how people can run it differently, and that's going to come into play at the end of this thing. I'm telling you, I have one here, and I use that strategy of I watched the guy in front of me in 3 and 4, and just tried to attack a different line, and it worked. You just got to save tires and all that. These guys know what they're doing. I shouldn't have to tell anybody.
Talking about making it work all the way up back to spot number 23, 99 of Albert Anderson, America's driver, up 13 spots on the day so far here early, making quick use of the speed there. Same thing with the 71 of Connor Leach, moving his way on up to 12 spots already here in just the first few laps. Some of these drivers may be realizing, I got to put in some real work, harder than the real Mrs. Poindexter out there to get some good spots tonight.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, I was going to say. Resurrected that one for sure.
You got to do that every once in a while. That's been with us since the beginning.
Tower operator saying, strategery? Maybe a little strategery being discussed out there? Got that right, Bruce. These guys are definitely doing it.
Yeah. I'd like to see the strategery that the Bushes would take right now in today's world. I'm surprised they haven't pushed their way back into the top. I guess they're just waiting for their next turn up top, kind of how they operate, like the Rothschilds and whatnot.
Ooh, boy. It's 9 of Tommy Welsh almost getting up alongside the 17 of Larry Dickerson there.
Rutabaga, that was close.
It really was close. What about all these paint schemes? Some of them have Halloween paint schemes, which are cool. Some of them have a little...
Yeah. I think, it was supposed to be a Halloween kind of theme thing going on here. It's a 20 Kevin Delia going alongside the 8 of Dylan Bryan out here. 43 Dana Shepard making his way up through this field as well. He's alongside the 07 of Jack the Ripper Dixon out there.
Yeah.
Of course.
Look at them side by side all over, really. I mean, it's kind of spread out, but pretty good racing all over the track.
It is. Again, being how early it is still out there, Adam, it's the 37/51 of Chris Klein getting a big push here from Zach the Hack Millet in the 315 machine. It's man, talk about a very strong start here for NTRL, sitting first, second, and third, and fourth with Connor Leach out there. He does have the 33 of Jess Vaught on his tail, though.
Man. Just trying to work my way through the field, see where everybody's at. Dylan Bryant looks like he's making some moves.
Dylan Bryant, one of those guys that's raced in both leagues, but he's racing for NTRL tonight.
Ooh, with some slipping and sliding over there. Looks like the 46 machine, Justin Morrow, having to use a lot of that free space down on the apron, down on the backstretch to get his truck back collected here.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on out there.
Big momentum out there by a couple. I saw Larry Dickerson just had a huge run on the 76 of Ottinger. Had to get out of it. Still tapped him on the tailgate there, but huge runs you can get on these trucks there, Adam. Of course, I know you won a couple races here at Michigan, and thinking different platforms. It wasn't just trucks, was it? I mean, but you know how the arrow works for these things.
Yeah, I think I won with trucks here, so it's kind of that's my favorite vehicle to drive. I think it's
crafty.
Yeah, it's fun to drive. Look at Brayton Blaster's paint scheme on the tailgate. It says, "Don't worry, I'm a professional." That's pretty funny.
It actually is.
The pizza man, he actually is a professional driver, but I think iRacing's a little different. He knows that. At least we're running the bottom line right now, it looks like.
I don't think I'd challenge him in a real race.
No, I would not either.
I don't think I'd make it.
Here,
I don't know.
Here,
I think I could outrun him.
Oh, in a real race?
Foot race?
In a 5K? Yeah, I think I could get him.
Oh yeah, he's
in a
eating
5K.
too much pizza. He's eating too much pizza.
Way
Yeah.
too much pizza.
That's what his that's his the runner fuel strategy is. Each aid station he's got like a slice of pepperoni or something out there.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. Lots of
Well, I
carbs.
usually when I
Pepperoni.
run like marathons and stuff, I always just grab a beer.
Cawthon's around.
What happened there?
Cawthon's around. Yellow is out. He got an outside wall. He's still getting hit.
Oof.
Ouch.
Oh, Dave Mayberry getting involved there as well. So teammate on teammate violence.
Well, the nickname got into it, huh?
Yeah, it looks like watching the 10. Oh, just gets up into that outside wall. Tried to keep it up in there without bouncing off too hard, but the traffic coming on around. It looks like, he gets snagged up with a few people. And, oh, man, Mayberry, just absolutely getting collected out there with the 07. Quite a few drivers getting collected in that one.
He came off the wall there, and that happens sometimes.
I couldn't even see it.
A couple guys got wiped out there, Adam, and thanks to the new damage model being applied to these trucks, we got to see some bumpers flying. And
Was that there where it squeezes down out of 2? My computer was like not cooperating. Is that where that happened?
he Cawthon was on the wall there and tried to get it off the wall and came down into somebody. And
Oh, yeah, you
apologized
gotta-
on the radio.
You got to kind of stay up there if you get it in there. Try to hold it on the wall.
I think he thought he had room. This track is pretty wide right there in the set of turns. And it just
We got a lot of people coming down.
is this a fuel only?
Yeah,
A case of topping it off here, guys.
I would think. Brown, they only have three total sets of tires, so I don't know why you'd want to waste one this early.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is probably just going to be a fuel-only stop for most of these drivers out here. And by most, I mean pretty much everybody. I think everyone realizing how tough the fight's going to be out here. And as we see the Mad shuffle down on pit road and talk about a great pit stop there. Zach Millett and Connor Leach moving up a couple of spots. Caleb Sisk dropping out of the lead. Then you got Chris Klein, Just Fought, Timothy Pope, Jeremiah Burke, Mike Taylor, Mike Adamson, and Jonathan Osborne all making their way up into the top 10. But some fantastic pit stops on out there. It's, looks like Jonathan Osborne electing not to pit, or at least I don't see him having taken a pit stop. But again, things are a little messed up out here.
I think they gave him an EOL due to blinking or something. Is
Blinking,
that what you? Yeah. But I could be wrong. I mean,
I'm not sure they gave him an EOL. I just know he was blinking there.
Okay,
I
they
know did
mentioned
Greg Dixon EOL.
him blinking. That might have had something to do with what was going on. Well, there's a lot of people on the track, and if your computer it might have a hard time rendering all the other cars, and it may make you kind of lag a little bit. I think is what I've seen in some of these bigger iRacing fields.
Derek Donald with a great question out there. I'm sorry, bud.
No, I was just saying, but I have a terrible computer, so I don't really have any.
You got a Packard Bell 486 still.
A Commodore 64.
That's Commodore, the monochrome version. Derek Donald out there asking a great question. How many laps of fuel under green can these guys go here? Well, this is a 2-mile track, and you're putting a lot of throttle in it here, and it's 65% fuel. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think it'd probably be around 25-ish. But
I mean, that'd be my guess. I'd be 20 to 25.
More.
Be my guess.
20 a couple less.
20, 25. I don't know.
Be a good pit window. I mean, especially now that they've come down and got some fuel this time around, they could probably split the rest of the race evenly here.
Now, here's a question.
Yeah.
Are we having a stage break like the Vigilante Racing League guys do a stage break? Are we going to do that tonight?
I don't think so. I didn't see that in the details there.
Okay.
Mr. Brown.
I didn't see it either.
So I would assume not, but you know what you do when you assume. Walter Matthau told us all in Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
Make an ass out of you and me.
It was a great film.
Chan the Man out there pulling for VRL for the win. Thank you, Chan the Man, for being here. I hope the spooktacular activities down there at the Taylorville Horror is going great.
Yes, sir. As we get back going to the green flag here, Zach Millett out to a great roll and start. Excuse me. As the 6 of Caleb Siskin, 71 of Connor Leach just kind of trickle into line. 728 of Timothy Pope doing the same thing as some cloud cover starting to come overhead here at Michigan.
Cooling the track down a little bit. This track needs to cool down a little bit if these guys are going to find any grip. It was about, 110 degrees. Now it's down to 106. Hopefully we'll see it to continue to cool down with the cloud cover. Derek Welch letting us know no stage breaks tonight. No stage breaks. So we're racing this one all the way through.
Oh, man, that's so nice of him to join us. I guess he's not able to race tonight because he's only got one leg, or how does that work? Is that why he's up in the booth?
Not really sure. I think he wanted to dedicate his abilities elsewhere, like in looking at reviewing accidents and stuff with Lori. Is that we have co-race controllers out there tonight, both in their own chat.
Nice.
I'm sure they're having a good time. Ava Vaught out there pulling for VRL, of course. The Vaught family always out here supporting each other. We love that, just like the Andersons. Go ahead.
76 of Ottinger finding himself in the middle of a great battle. He's got the 69 of Dickerson out there. You got the 01 of Kelly Keel side by side. 98, 99 there as well. We were even 3 wide there for a hot minute. As you can see, a nice wide track here from Michigan.
315 is around. 315.
Zach Millett and Connor Leach got into it.
Ooh, those are 2 people that are trying to race for the same team here.
That was strange. It was a weird looking.
So it looks like the 6 Sisk was able to get out in front, and then just looks like the 71 getting to that quarter panel of the 315, sending them both on around.
Yeah, but I don't really agree with this. 315 was trying to get around whoever was in front of him there.
6, yeah.
It was 6. And, I mean, it almost looked like one of those computer-related incidents. Like there was a little bit of netcode involved. I don't know. It had a weird look to it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I could see it both ways there. Connor Leach kind of did the honorable Canadian thing and apologized on the radio, I believe. I think that was him I heard. Maybe not.
Friendly Canadians, he might have miscalculated with the metric system. being used and all
But
that.
yeah, you could look at that both ways. Millet was trying to get around the 6 machine. It's racing incident. Let's just chalk it up to, Louisiana's a no-fault insurance state. So I mean, there you go.
No fault, huh? All right. Well,
I guess that's
the number 6 is Caleb Sisk. He's having a heck of a race.
Man, that he is, as some differentiating strategy going on here. Maybe some more fuel-only stops for some of these drivers. Others deciding to stay on out.
It's a great opportunity to come down, cram as much fuel in there as you can, get back out there. You're not going to lose a whole lot of spots. I mean, everybody's going to be wrecked back up there together once again. John Peavy out there saying DW doesn't want to make it an unfair advantage. One leg means there's less that would get in the way of his pedals. John Peavy said, and you could tell him that Indiana Jones said that. Yeah, we know Derek wants to be, fair out there. It's also, Derek's pretty good sized dude. I bet one leg probably weighs, 60, 80 pounds. So, I mean, there's a weight advantage there, too, that he would have over the other drivers.
Man, I'm not going to say anything else. Yeah, you guys are really, really mean. It's just really mean to DW. That's fine.
Well, DW, and Lori putting this thing together tonight, we sure thank them for this because it's been a long time coming. We've been wanting to do this for a while. And
whose idea was it?
We got together. And I really don't know.
That's a good idea, though. I really like it.
Derek Welch on the chat just saying, Jesus. Sorry, Derek. We kid because we care. We really do.
I mean, we can only take the one leg joke so far, and I mean, we've stretched this into almost the whole year.
I was going to make a T-shirt, something about forklifts, and it was just, it was starting to border on me just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll move on. Something more fun. Like that lady that saved everyone from the lizard people on the plane or something.
Sure,
that's more up my alley than worrying about
I
Derek's
think
leg.
Get a bunch of guys to run the Heister forklift company as a sponsor may freak him out there on the track too. So we probably shouldn't.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, it's bad.
Wow.
Freight Train out here joining us from Numb Thumbs Trucking Company. Thank you for joining us out there. They got a trucking league over there, virtual trucking company, VTC. Thanks for being here, Freight Train, pulling for DW and NTRL. Steve and his crew. Yeah. And Ricky Wittenberg out there joining us. Lots of trucks out there tonight. Looks like some good racing. There is some good racing going on out there. A couple of cautions here tonight so far. Can we get a mod that makes the pace car into a forklift?
Oh man, Yahtzee.
We'll see what we can do out here as the 6 and the 37 get all lined on up side by side, and away we go here once again. Back to the green flag here in this NTRL versus VRL battle royale, battle between the leagues, as the 6 machine out to a fantastic start here once again. The 3 machine still battling hard with the 37 of Chris Klein. You got the 32 of Nick Biddy out there in line as well. So another 1, 2, 3, 4 all lined on up there for the NTRL. But don't you worry, VRL fans. You also got the 99 of Albert Anderson out there trying to hunt these drivers on down as well. 8 of Dylan Bryant trying to get his name into the mix. 7 of Russ Kilgore out here. One fantastic Vigilante Racing League driver, a previous season champion VRL driver out here, creeping his way up inside this top 10, up 29 spots. 48 is Zeth Hawley out here as well. You got, Charlie Herkis out here. 42 Kevin Winker out here. A whole bunch of great racing going on.
All up 20 plus positions as well. These guys fought their way from the back, much the way Kevin Delia has. He's up in 4th place. I don't know if we've talked about him much out here today. He's got that Chevrolet running in overdrive. Sometimes I'm reading messages. I don't catch everything.
Yes. Oh, got a little bit of a squiggle going on here around the 33 of Jess Vaught. It was kind of 3 wide there with the 42 of Winker and the 83 of Herkus, but it has somewhat settled on out. The 33 and the 728 of Pope and Avant working together here, kind of single file out. Jeremiah Burke inside that mix here as well.
A lot of fuel only stops here so far. Whoa, we got guys wrecking. Brayton Laster. Also, that Joker machine.
46 of Justin Morrow.
Yeah, they came down and hit that inside wall really hard. I think they're both back rolling. I don't think anybody had to tow there.
As we jump on up to our chopper camera here. Ooh, looks like a little bit of a bobble there from the 013. It was kind of a staggered 3 wide with the 98 up along the outside. The 013's back end got a little squirrely loose down there, and fortunately ends up snagging the 46 of Morrow there with him.
Came way down the track really quick. I don't know if he saw the pizza stand in the infield and wanted to go get an early start or what, but one truck was moving up, one truck was moving down. See how the admins try to score this when they figure out what to do with the any kind of EOL situation that's possible. Elizabeth joining us out here watching tonight. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Holmesy out here saying, what a great race here so far. Rocky Gordon's here saying hi. Thank you for being here, Rocky. Ava Vaught pulling for Albert Anderson out there in Team VRL. Thank you, Ava. Freight Train says, looks like you got caught up in the... What does this say? I got
Groove.
this little emoji thing.
Oh, it says, looks like he got caught up in the groove off of the apex of 2.
That's something that Adam Turner has been warning us about. That turn 2, going from the middle of the turn to the exit, going onto the backstretch is not the easiest thing to conquer there. Be careful. Alan, looks like once this race finishes up, we're gonna have to do a quick little calculation of they're doing descending points. The winner's gonna get 12 points, and then 2nd through 10th are gonna get 9 points, 8 points, 7 points, 6 points on down, and we're gonna add them up real quick and see which league is triumphant.
Yeah,
that's how they're wanting to score it tonight.
Yeah, and I do believe. At least DW wants to get involved with make this a multi-time thing and a trophy that will travel between the league owners.
That's very cool. Traveling trophies are cool, man, because they could do it between the owners, or they could do it between who scored the most points for their team in the victory or something like that, and people could carve on it or write on it or put stickers on it.
Yeah,
traveling trophies are kind of cool that way.
I mean, it is great until it's the U.S. men's Ryder Cup team who gets destroyed by the Europeans every single freaking year.
Yeah, I don't know. These leagues are pretty evenly matched, man.
They are. And we're still pretty early on this one. Not even quite to the halfway point, but man, the NTRL, they've definitely come out with their guns a-blazing, and they've got quite a few drivers up here inside that top 10. Let's see, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers right now inside of that top 10. So VRL's got some work left to do.
Yeah, and I think some of your VRL guys that run really strong week to week, I'm looking at guys like Tim Pope and the 53 machine right here behind him here. These guys I think they're just kind of trying to save tires and roll with the flow. They know that, there's maybe a couple more cautions ahead, so there's no need to just get out there and destroy your equipment trying to make up as many positions as you can now. There's a lot of racing left to do. Patience, name of the game.
That it is indeed here as we get ready to head on back to the green flag once again with lights on the pace truck all turned on off. And here we go with Caleb Sisk and Skylar Harrod getting things started off here once again up at the front side by side, entering into that Geico restart zone we go. As here it is green flag racing here once again, going on to lap number 28 here tonight out of a total of 80. 6 and the 3 battling side by side before the 6 machine breaks free and clear. 99 of Albert Anderson gets free and clear as well, leapfrogging up into third, up 33 spots on the day. Goodness gracious for America's driver out there, trying to get some vigilante drivers to join him up there inside that top 10. You got the 20 of Kevin Delia as well trickling into Linus. Here comes Anderson looking on down low, side by side with the 3 machine, trying to take on that second place spot. It's also going to then possibly try to leapfrog up to the 6 machine, use a little bit of that draft, but no, the run runs out on that bottom side. He's going to have a lot of work left to do there. You got the 33 of Jess Vaught still locked into a great battle there. He's tucked in behind the 42 of Kevin Winker with the 728 of Timothy Pope right there, right beside him. You got the 83 of Charlie Herkus as well, going side by side with a 76 of Jeff Ottinger. 43 of Dana Shepard as well, slowly making his way back up through this field here now.
See some bumping on the corner of the truck here. Charlie Herkus just took a little shot in the corner of his truck there. You're going to bump some people out here tonight. That's all well and good. Trying to hit them as square as you can. But these trucks are pretty robust. You can save it if you start to get it sideways. See Endicott out there pulling for Russ Endicott. Thank you so much for being here tonight in the YouTube chat.
Yeah,
30 watchers out there.
And the other thing is, Michigan's a very wide track as well, especially down there on the backstretch. You have a massive apron if something happens there at the exit of turn number 2, that you can get things all collected back together, as we see some 2-wide action, some 3-wide action going on out here. Some great racing either way, as the 42 almost gets up into the 728 of Pope, is able to keep it off of them for that contact there. 53 of Jeremiah Burke inside of some of that action here as well.
Elizabeth out there for hashtag Team Anderson. Thank you for being out here tonight with us.
I heard that beer you just cracked. Sounded tasty.
Oh yeah, pop a couple of these. Give the kegerator a rest out there. It's been working hard.
That's what it's supposed to do.
The mid-fall heat wave you got going on.
Yeah, it's going to be freezing next week apparently. Next Tuesday, we got cold weather coming in.
Starting to cool off that time of year. We're not as cold as you are, Brown. You probably. Well, you never know. I don't know what the temperature is.
I ain't out building snowmen yet, I don't think.
I wouldn't think.
As the 3 machine goes battling side by side with the 20 of Kevin Delia, some door-to-door contact there, fighting for that second place spot. And hold on a second, those guys are teammates. They're trading baits.
Hey, sometimes you know.
Well,
Racers are very prideful. We know this.
Yeah, you may door your teammate in turn 2 at a certain racetrack. You never know. It happens. They get racy.
Even if it looked like an accident and smelled like an accident, it might not have been an accident.
Exactly.
We don't really know. Annalie Tovar out there pulling for Team VRL out there tonight. And also saying hashtag Team Tang, baby. Thank you, Annalie, for being here. Unusual Ryan says, let's go Sisk and Skylar. Yeah, Ricky Wittenberg reminded you, Brown, about the right side romance. That's the term. That's the term you need to use on the door to door. He's just reminding you. You know, Ricky did some broadcasting stuff too, so he's just trying to be helpful, I think. 8 tires corner better than 4. Yeah, I've used that. I've kind of overused that one.
3 having a rough one in the wall, just hang on to it there. Charlie Hercus, he did. Didn't lose much ground either.
Ginger Parent for being here. As always, trading paint. Unusual form of sharing, yeah.
Yeah, sharing is caring here as the 53 and the 6 go side by side. That's Kevin Delia and Caleb Sisk battling for the race lead as Albert Anderson and Jess Vaught fight side by side here for that third place spot here. Nick Biddy, Chris Klein, Skylar Herod there as well. Looking back through this field even more, you got the 69 Larry Dickerson out here battling with the 01 of Kelly Keel. They've got a good battle of Dana Shepard and Jeff Ottinger out there in front. Talk about 2 fantastic guys out there, and they're having a great battle between Shepard and Ottinger.
In the streets out there saying, let's go Russ. Number 57, Russ Kilgore. No, Russ Endicott, I'm sorry. We got 2 Russes out here tonight. Russ Endicott up a whole bunch of spots. Started way back in 39th place. He's currently sitting in 21st. Trying to break into that top 20. Russ Endicott, a long-time member of the league here. And
Ooh, number 6 is a little sideways there. Be careful in turn 4.
Ooh, that he is, and oh, we're going 3 wide, 4 wide for a split second. There's the 6 machine trying to build up that momentum here once again. This track all about that momentum and that speed. He is stuck on the outside, 2 wide, now 3 wide, back to 2 wide here once again as the field has an absolute just discombobulation. Oh no, there goes Chris Klein down to the infield.
Yeah, well, Albert got squeezed. Yeah, Albert got squeezed. All that started with 6 in turn 4. It carried itself all the way to turn 2
it
there.
Stacked everybody up, I think.
It did, and I don't think it was just a racing deal. But it pretty much slowed everybody down going into 1. Then there were 3 wide, and when you squeeze into 2 there, that's when we saw that last issue.
It was a big bottleneck there, guys, and you know, you can sense it was coming.
Kind of felt the same. I was just sitting there waiting for it, you know.
It
could have been a lot worse. It was just I think only one of them really got damaged bad there.
Sweet. Kind of take a look what happened here with the 6 that got him all loose, and I think it was just coming out of turn number 2. Yeah, just the truck wanted to snap on him there, and man, I don't know what he was fighting, but he was fighting something hard.
It was a great save. You know, unfortunately, the 51 ran all the way down, went all the way across that. You know, you talk about that really wide apron. There's a reason it's so wide, but it wasn't quite wide enough. He still clipped the inside wall just a little bit. That was the 51, correct?
Yeah, I think it was Klein. That Klein.
Such a huge field, yeah. Chris Klein, thank you, sir.
And the number 6, that was just weird too. It almost, did he get net coated to push him?
I don't think Sisk had anybody around him to net coat him. I think he just.
It looked weird. Like Brown said, it did look strange. Like he was fighting something. Like maybe it was a ghost because it's Halloween.
Halloween ghost. Caitlin Murtaugh out here pulling for the 57 all the way. Endicott's got the fans out there tonight, doesn't he?
And that he does as field comes on down. Looks like full pit stops here as we're about 10 laps away from the halfway point in this race.
Good time for it, ain't it, guys? Get some fresh shoes on that thing, and I'm sure they're going to be happy about that. You got to give it a couple laps though. Let those tire pressures build up. Let the temps build up. You don't want one of them cold tire conditions where you truck goes around on you. Victoria, Endicott out there pulling for Daddy-O. Let's go, Daddy-O. And the number 57. Go ahead there, Adam.
Dang. No, I was about to say we are pretty much halfway through this thing after this lap here, it looks like. We should be at 40 laps if I'm reading my doing my arithmetic. Get the slide rule out.
Yeah. Your TI-85 fired up,
Laster.
warmed up.
Brayton Laster's going down to grab him some tires and fuel, I imagine.
Slice of pepperoni and sausage, maybe.
Yeah. Does anybody want to drive this car?
You know what? I think Brayton Laster has one of those cup holders in his truck, but instead of sodas or water or whatever, it's got one of them's got Parmesan and one of them's got red pepper flakes in it.
That would be really neat.
That would be really cool.
You know, I like to carry hot sauce with me. Like a little,
Tabasco,
yeah, or
Louisiana
Louisiana hot sauce. I to carry a
France.
little bit.
Something.
What's interesting here, Laster only got fuel, so
Really?
yeah.
Banking those tires for later. I mean, if the trend holds, you're not going to have a lot of people get lapped here. You know, we only got one truck on that's not on the lead lap, and it's Greg Dobson. You know, everybody else is on the lead lap here that gridded.
That's pretty amazing.
So, you know, why not run around, you know, sacrificing and just, you know, staying with it, catch some yellows, save some tires, and get them later. Get them towards the end here when we know we're going to have maybe a little conflict. Not a bad
I
idea.
mean, somebody's gonna get mad at somebody.
Yes,
Okay.
fight that you crave.
I love it.
As here we go, the field stacked back on up here once again as we head on back to the green flag, about 10 laps away. Oh no, we are at halfway. I don't know why I was thinking we had 100 laps. We got 80 laps, so we're at halfway point here with these drivers from both the NTRL and VRL battling side by side, with the 33 of Just Vaught out in front, Kevin Winker in tow with a good battle there with a 20 Kevin Delia, Nick Biddy, Justin Morrow, Skylar Herod up inside this top 10, as well as the 315 of Zach Millett trying to fight his way back on up there. Caleb Sisk and the 8 machine there, as well as the 7 of Russ Kilgore. Still got some fighting here kind of in the backfield as well. You got the 76 of Ottinger having a good battle. Mike Taylor, Chris Gones, George Rincon. Oh, little bit of contact there as well for the 27 of Sean McDonald.
Do whatever he can to try to get up there as well. You know, these Canadian drivers, they are aggressive and they are good. We've interviewed Connor Leach a couple times as well. That cat can drive, son.
Yeah, but they're also nice and use the metric system, so I don't know what to think
Sure,
about
yeah.
them.
Drink Elsinore beer and
It's their favorite. Everybody knows.
oh, a little contact between Pope and
Ooh, 4 wide, 5 wide coming on down the front stretch. Oh no, there we go.
5 wide. Just not gonna work here. Oh, more trucks getting piled up.
Oh, Seth Hawley got beat up again.
28 Rincon also crashed. Damn, boys, that was a fiasco. 5 wide on the front stretch at Michigan. I never thought we'd ever see that. Incredible.
I like seeing it.
That was exciting.
It was just absolute chaos coming out of turn number 4, as we can just see here. Oh my goodness. I mean, they all had space. I mean, they you could just fit 3 or 4 more cars still between each of these guys, but
6 wide, 8 wide.
eventually it does narrow on up, and man, just it's 728. You also got the 48 of Seth Hawley. Oh goodness gracious.
5 wide. That's a good little screenshot there. I may go back and take a little clip of that. Wow.
Well, good thing they have a fast repair.
Ava Vaught out there pulling for Vaught and Team VRL. Thank you so much for being here, Ava.
Yeah, Dustin with the Y. Dustin Eaton was trying to slow down, got clipped. People trying to avoid the accident just smoked Zach Holly, just add insult to injury to him there at the end. But what a fun crash. I mean, if you're going to have a crash, you might as well have a cool one like that.
We'll have a good one, yeah.
Yeah. breaking records here at Michigan, of course. Our good buddy tower operator saying it looked like I-94 in Michigan going 5 wide like that.
Yeah, I imagine that about like the Katy Freeway down there in Houston. Look, I'd have a
Round Rock, yeah.
Yeah, same probably scenario any major metropolitan area in the USA, except for where I come from. You got a beer between your legs. You either have a cigarette or a cell phone in one hand, and you have the pistol in the other. And well, the pistol in the other hand, and you're driving with your knees.
Yeah.
You're either going to call 911 or be 911. Just depends.
911.
So, yeah, that's what that looked like. I agree with you, tower.
That's why you have a 1911 in your hand. You know, that's a 911's on the end of it. You know.
Yeah, a hand cannon.
A hand cannon.
But you know, the guy across from you is probably going to have something too. So you might as well have something higher caliber.
Hey, I'm glad the weather's cooling off because that means it's jacket season, which also means for all you concealed carry folks out there, it's also 1911 season. So
they're too heavy for me to carry.
They're all right. Guys 100 years ago could carry them across Europe. You can carry it to wherever you're going and back.
Michigan Autobahn.
Michigan Autobahn. You saw that? Scott Martin out here saying, we got some good stuff out here tonight. Thank you, Scott, for being here as well.
And I hadn't heard a hide nor hair of anybody just yelling at anybody. I think they're just actually having fun tonight.
It's been very civil and, G43 season. Okay, we're getting heavier now, I think.
40. Oh, okay.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah, I always go with the Glock myself.
Leave the Super Red Hawk at home, I guess. For all you Magnum guys out there.
I mean, I just go ahead and break out the old. What was that giant one everybody used to carry? It was
Eagle.
The Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
Made by some badass Israelis.
Yeah, Magnum Research put that out. They had the 50 Action Express, and then of course they built the quote unquote smaller version, which was a 44 Magnum. But
don't kid yourself.
Thing weighed like 8 pounds.
I liked it when you could, like, some people put it in like gold plated. That's pretty awesome. I'll tell you what, a good truck gun though.
Do that.
Well, I did. I had a couple fellas I knew, but a good truck gun is the old Judge. You can't go wrong with that.
The was that Taurus put that out? Is
the
410 and 45 long Colts or something.
That's it. It's amazing.
I know what you're talking about. Did you buy?
You only have 5 shots. Yeah, I have one. You only have 5. Well, I did until that boating accident. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. All my guns fell in the ocean.
It was a nice gun. I totally lost that one, but I'm only left with like 20. I only have a 22 now. I don't know.
Bruce just said the exact same thing you said, man. Look at the YouTube chat.
Yeah, he must have. Yeah, fishing is terrible. We always bring our guns out there when we had guns. We lose them because they fall off the boat when you're trying to land a fish. And I know what you're talking about. It happens.
Sad.
No worries.
Sad.
Man.
B is out there pulling for Russ Endicott in the 57 as well. Thank you for being here, B. These guys get stacked back up. I'm looking for an exciting second half of this race. This is going to be something else. These two leagues battling it out.
Seen nothing but excitement, to be honest with you. Really enjoying tonight. It's at my favorite track, besides Texas. Right. I do love this track.
I wonder if we'll do it at a road course. We'll do it at Watkins Glen.
No. I
Wouldn't that
don't
be
want that
fun?
a road course. No.
No? Watkins Glen's awesome.
Watkins Glen. That's the only one. No others.
Yeah. We'll see. Looks like we're getting ready to restart.
Indeed, we are here with the 33 and the 20, getting things started off side by side here. About 30 laps left to go. Actually, 33 laps left to go here with the 33 Just Vaught out to an early lead, trying to get as much space as he can, try to run away from this field here. Meanwhile, 32 Abidi, Millet, Delia, as well as Skylar Herod all fighting for some good spots up here. You got the 43 Dana Shepard trying to lock things on down here, sneak his way on up into the top 10. Chris Goins there on his back bumper. 76 Jeff Ottinger there as well, as we continue to see some good 2x2 fighting throughout this field. 7 of Russ Kilgore as well, trying to get his way on up there.
Excitement in the back too. AAA's own Earl Evans had a little issue in 3 and 4. He stuck it out.
Ooh, a little bit of contact there as they were going 3 wide for the lead for a split second. You also got the 315 Zach Millett making his way on through it. And same thing with the 3 of Skylar Herod. 32 Nick Biddy fights his way on through as well. Just Vaught losing a few positions here, so the run kind of trickles on by him. 6 of Caleb Sisk as well, making his way on up and through.
Nick Biddy been on a hot streak here recently. He's been one of those drivers that's really kind of found some great rhythm here lately, and you always look for the 32 being up front here towards the end.
And there's a lot of drivers we hadn't even really talked about that are all over the field, really making good runs. I hate to leave anybody out here, like Jesse Redding. We hadn't talked about him much, but he's still in it. Oh, no, he's not. My bad.
Is he out?
I think he's out.
Oh, okay.
But he was here at one point. I just try to get everybody involved, you know. They talk about the participation trophies, you know. I don't know what generation we got here racing. I want to make sure everybody has a feels good about themselves when they leave here.
Well, look at the 41 of Chris Goins. He didn't even qualify. Gridded 41st. He's now in 15th place. Still moving up.
Well,
that
see,
41.
that's impressive right there.
Story there.
How about Mike Taylor? The opposite.
Yep, that's right.
Down 27. Down 27. So
feel bad for him, man. I mean,
it happens.
Great qualifying time, man. You could tell he'd run some laps at Michigan before if he knows how to qualify that well in a field this talented. Mike Taylor in that 98 car, or truck rather. I thought he was going to have a damn good night out here. Still on the lead lap though, so you got to think about that.
Oh, Albert Anderson taking a trip through the grass. He's taken Russ Kilgore there with him. They're both able to save it. We remain green flag racing here.
Yeah, they came back up into the field. There's a bunch of guys coming around the tri-oval there. Yellow flag did not wave, so we're going to continue to race here. I guess iRacing thought that there was the difference in speed wasn't that great, so they didn't throw a yellow. Oof.
That happens too. No, it's not over for those two. They just lost a little speed. I think they'll be okay if they can
be all right.
Hang in there.
Daniel Poachlag out there pulling for Kevin Winker. Saying, let's go, Kevin, you sexy bastard, you. And Josh Kelleher out here as well saying, let's go, Delia.
Isn't
Kevin
it
Delia,
so much
man.
more fun when we have a lot of people commenting and stuff? Some
Yeah,
races
man,
we just don't for some reason, but this is a good one.
I mean, this is two leagues worth of fans are watching at the same time here tonight, so that makes it fun. And
it's better than watching the opening ceremonies of World War III. You know, that's on right now too. If you want to watch that,
yeah, you can catch that in
CNN or something.
It's 4 o'clock this afternoon. I don't know what else has developed since then, and I know they're still trying to look for that guy in Maine. I bet he's in the woods somewhere and probably already offed himself or something. But
He's probably back at Langley.
Well, I just hope everybody up there stays safe, man, because some nut, running around up there shooting up bowling alleys and bars. That's crazy. I don't understand.
Yeah, we'll never fully understand. But I know what I understand is Michigan, and what a race we're having here tonight, Brown. Really good stuff. Cool paint schemes. Fun all over the track.
That we do have indeed as we take a ride here with the 42, Kevin Winker having his driver cam on up. Oh, as we see a big crash right there in front of him.
The 33, the 6, and the 83? Is that who that was? I think that was the 83.
No caution.
No caution. The 6 machine smoking some fumes for mosquitoes out there. 33 running slow there as well. And yeah, it looks like, oh, the 83 gets into the back of the 6 a little bit there as well.
Well,
still green flag racing, though.
Way off the pace.
That's where it tightens up right there. Sisk did some crazy damage there to his truck.
And he was way up near the front, man, our pole sitter.
It almost looked like he pushed, to be honest with you. He kind of pushed up the track into the Hardy's machine. Oh, yeah. I think he pushed up. It's a tough corner, man. Turn 2 is tough. I told y'all that at the beginning.
It sucks to see those guys take some damage that you know is going to hurt them pretty bad. You know, even if they have a fast repair available, they're going to have to take it under the green flag. It's going to put them. It's going to put them a lap down.
And I mean, 2 of the juggernauts as well for each side,
right.
getting taken out from that one.
Was that Jet Spot in that beautiful Hardy's machine?
Yep, it was.
Man, that is a cool paint job. I loved Hardy's when it was a thing. Now it's Carl's Jr., I think, but its paint scheme was so cool.
Derek Donna says that Delia and Shepard ought to get, bumper to bumper out there and show these guys what DEP and NTRL can do. Josh Kelleher agreeing wholeheartedly, and Ginger Perrin out there pulling for Shepard. Yeah, there's a lot of great teamwork between several groups of guys, and those 2 guys right there, they know how to do it as well. Team DEP.
Hey, you ever got a hold of like a bad serrano pepper that you just can't control yourself anymore? Or jalapeno or something? The heartburn, you know what I'm talking about?
Of
course I ate it by myself. What do you think? I'm some kind of savage?
It by yourself.
Well, yeah, of course I ate it by myself.
Eat it by itself.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? You just chomp on them like it's a like it's an apple, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's how I do it. But that one got a hold of me and it's caused me damage. Kind of like the damage we saw in the 6 truck.
I had an 8th grade math teacher that would eat onions like an apple.
They're good. Onions are tasty, raw.
On enchilada.
Whoa! 44 is up into Dickerson.
Oh no, big wreck. Yeah, yellow's out for this one. Dana Shepard involved. Oh man.
Oh man.
Turn 2 again, man. And I can't really was that Dickerson or the 44? I couldn't.
I didn't see. I gotta go look at the replay.
As we jump on up to our no lies chopper camera here.
I think the 44 is slipped up, and it's just a tricky.
I think it was a mix of one comes down, one comes up. They meet in the middle with a little bit of net code. And Owana Kelly Keel got involved in that one there as well.
I think you're right, Brown. I think they're both kind of to blame on that one, and netcode too.
There was a foot between them there.
Yeah, but I think just the trajectory they were both taking, the computer took control and said, "You know what? We'll just go ahead and do this."
Great heads up driving by the rest of the field that was coming up to dodge all that. I think they've learned a little bit since the last couple of wrecks about, getting out of the gas and just swerving to try to miss some of this stuff. Give each other room. Dylan Bryant did recognize that on the radio, saying, "Hey man, to you guys that were around me, thanks for moving way down and getting out of the way so we could all dodge that." We got some pit stops about to happen here.
And possibly the final ones of this race here, as we got about 22 laps to go. By the time we go back to the green flag, it'll be about 20, maybe 19.
Here's what I think. we've had a few cautions, but I mean, these guys don't drive together for one. Okay, it's half the field is used to half the field, and vice versa. Tough track. It's hot out there on the track. I don't think we've seen anything crazy. This has actually been a really good race, in my opinion. We've had some good runs. I think we've had a good mix of caution and green.
Only had a couple of disconnections here as well. Justin Morrow, Charlie Hercus, and then we just had another one.
Sisk.
Joshua Sisk, yeah. Heavy damage on that 6 machine, and decided to call it a night here. Our pole sitter did such an awesome job up there in front, and then the wrecks they happen in NASCAR. Welcome to stock car racing.
Well, with 40 trucks almost on the track too, you got to remember. We
true.
are loaded tonight.
2 mile track can even get crowded with that many trucks. Josh Kelleher saying, "Hey, is there anybody up in the tower? You know, where are the yellow flags at?" Yeah, there was a couple of times that, we thought that iRacing might throw it because they got it. That's what they have it set to, iRacing only. I guess there just wasn't enough speed difference between the guys on the track and the guys that were coming up from behind. So it happens sometimes. Daniel Poachlog saying, wasn't Albert's fault. Dana had a poltergeist paint. There's a phantom out there on the track.
Ooh.
Is there a poltergeist paint?
Scared him.
Hmm.
Look at Dana Shepard's truck there.
I don't like poltergeist, so I'm gonna have to look at that.
You don't like the movie, Craig T. Nelson, or?
Yeah, I don't like it. They had a clown in that movie. I wasn't real a fan of.
Oh, it's the clown that did it for you, huh?
Yeah, I thought I told you the clown
doll.
story before.
I think you have.
Yeah, I don't like that clown. That's where it all went wrong with me and clowns.
Oh man.
Yeah. I gotta find his clown.
We saw one at the farmer's market the other day, and he wasn't
like an alive clown or like a dog clown.
Like in person. No, in person guy. It's like
I'm not really a fan of that either. To be honest with you. Oh, so you don't like clowns either?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna choose a profession, why would you do that?
Yeah, you know that kid in Poltergeist, she's dead, you know.
What? The little girl?
Yeah, she died from the flu, allegedly.
Get the hell out
Yeah,
of
because she was, when she was still like 12 years old or in her teens or something.
Oh, no, that sucks. Well, pace car's down here. Let's see if we can get back to racing.
Indeed, we do, as the 315 of Zach the Hack Millett takes the lead here with an early stretch off the get-go. The 3, the 27 all trickle into line here, as well as the 42 of Kevin Winker, 32 of Nick Biddy out there, as well as 19 laps remain.
Yeah.
Some good fighting being had in the final stages of tonight's League vs. League Battle Royale here from Michigan. 728 and the 29 going side by side. 29 giving up that position to his teammate here pretty willfully. Tommy Welsh in the 9 machine making his way up around the outside of Dave Mayberry here as well. This looks like Kevin Delia trying to do the same, just not quite able to continue that run. 18 Andrew Player been absolutely mired here in this backfield pretty much all race along, trying to fight his way on up through it as well.
Dickerson here, 3 wide with the 41 and the 51. Oh, we got a car around. It's Mike Adamson in the 88. Yellow's out.
I'm surprised that brought out a caution because he went down on that giant.
He went
apron
down
there.
below the racing line, but I think he was sideways enough on the track before he went down there. That's why iRacing threw it, I think.
Oh, pesky iRacing. You can't predict what they're going to do.
Kind of weird seeing how he spun. It was like a slow motion. He was looking down low on the 71 as the 51 Chris Klein was closing up the gap, and then just quarter panels didn't align, and it was kind of elegant, actually. It was
It
a
was like
smooth.
figure skating.
It was a smooth transition. So a 8.7 on the execution there for Adamson. Great save as well.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that brought out a caution because it was just him, and he made it look pretty. So probably didn't cause much damage to anything. Just slows the race down a little bit. That's all right. Since both the leagues are combined, I don't really want to get into all my craziness. I feel like we have a good audience tonight. I don't want to talk about my Florida man stories or any of the alleged conspiracy stories about the Titanic or whatever y'all want to know about.
The Titanic.
Well, it wasn't the
You don't
Titanic.
say.
It was the Olympic. And that's the reason the Federal Reserve Bank was formed, is because the Titanic went down, or Olympic. Either way, we're down tonight. Trucks are down.
I've never heard this before.
I'm sure you have. Brown is over there cringing. Brown wants to hit the dump button. Get him off. Hit the button, Brown.
Oh, I need to figure out a way to make one.
He just wants to.
I can do it.
Well, I didn't go into details,
No,
like
you're
the lizard people and all that. Okay, good. I don't want to ruin a great
That
thing
is
right here
not
tonight. I
real.
know some races I do. Yeah.
36 trucks still on the lead lap here. Last time they crossed
That's
the stripe here, Brown. We're gonna see.
part.
We got a couple of guys at the fence, or no? It doesn't look like it.
Not a lot. Again, most of these drivers pitted back on lap 59 and lap 60
Yeah.
during that last caution. So,
They're done.
they're pretty much all set.
Well, unless they banked a set of tires that, maybe on another caution, they may come in and use that last set. But you're going to lose a lot of track position, and you're going to have to make all that up. I don't know. I don't know what you do here. Josh Kelleher said, man, it's pit road time. I would have thought so too, Josh. I mean, these guys all talking together, though. Each league, all the guys are mostly in one Discord chat on each side. So I'm sure they're all trying to strategize together here. More brains together probably is better.
Do you think one league is in their Discord and they're like, hey, when it comes down to 5 to go, we're gonna take out these guys in the other league? You think something cool like that's happening right now?
No.
Like, how you can turn people and take them out of the race?
Well, they're wanting to do this again. They're wanting to make this a regular thing. I don't think that's going to happen.
So this isn't like Hell in a Cell or anything. This isn't like a
It's not
WWF
ending shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just checking, making sure. I didn't know all the rules.
Right.
You know how I like to think of the fighting and stuff.
Yeah, sure. Wow, that's front of mind for you, I think, most of the time. That's what's her name would say. But great strategy, painful results, says Jack Dixon. You're right, man. This guy's going to have to put up with these tires all the way to the end of this deal, which it might not be lap 80. It might be past that. Not sure how many attempts at a green-white checker these guys are going to have. NTRL usually does 3 and VRL does 1. I'm not sure.
We're at 1.
Green-white
Oh.
checker. We got 1?
Yeah, I don't know.
1 green-white
No, I don't know. I just made that up. No, I have no idea.
Bruce said it's been a great race, and here we
think
go,
so.
Brown. We're about to get it recranked.
Here we go again with the 3 and the 315, getting things started off side by side. 3 with a great jump off the get-go here, jumping right out in front of the 315, opening the door for the 42 Kevin Winker to try to make up move down there on the bottom side. 32 Nick Biddy there, as well as the 01 of Kelly Keeley. Got the 27 of Sean McDonald and the 71 of Connor Leach. The battle of the Canadians going on out there.
Yeah. Love it.
Does the winner get more maple syrup?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And Labatt's.
Oh, nice.
Or wherever they're drinking this.
Labatt's Blue. That's a small beer.
Woo!
There we go. 27's around. Sean McDonald.
Oh,
big secondary action here.
dang it. McDonald, he's a Canadian too.
Yeah, I saw
Y'all are
13 involved in
jinxing the
that secondary.
Canadians.
No, that would be.
It's probably their prime minister.
It was
it's not us.
kind of a iRacing truck centipede going on out there. Just the 81 and the 9 getting stacked up behind the 27. Just really nowhere to go. All drivers making contact there. 27 going around.
Human centipede.
I said not human centipede. It's a
Truck
Is
centipede.
it a
Truck
truck
centipede.
centipede?
Okay, gotcha.
Remember that game Centipede that you could play and had the ball when you were at the arcade? You know, at the bottom of the mall near the food court, they'd always have an arcade, and you had to get a quarter, and then you could play Centipede for all day.
Was it centipede or snake?
No, Centipede. Snake, I think, was probably like the Atari version or something to knock off. You know, the real deal was Centipede. I like Tempest too. Did you ever play that? What's so funny? What are you laughing about? Am I saying comical things? I'm not even trying to.
I'm gonna say we're just talking about video games while watching a video game.
This is a simulation. I hear snickering from English. Maybe it's like a plant in my head. You know those lizard people plant.
Something just tickled me just right.
Oh, you must have saw something.
Tower operator. Bruce says he used to play Asteroids.
Yes, that was a fun one too.
Yeah, and 1942 was really cool too, with the little plane that goes back and forth. And
yeah, that was kind of neat.
Power ups and shoot the guns.
Well, now you're getting into the modern era, you know. The beginning
That was in the 90s. Yeah, that was in the 90s.
Asteroids was 80s.
Yeah,
So was Centipede.
I think
Tempest.
you're like 6 or 8 years older than me, I think. So
Yeah, I'm a little bit older. Not too much.
you're close.
I'm just wiser, you know.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt.
Well, Donkey Kong, that was cool.
Yeah, I had Pong and stuff. I had a hand-me-down Atari with like Berserk and a couple other games.
Pong, yeah. Pong was the original. Was Bill Gates involved in any of that? Because if so, I want to take back my
I don't
childhood.
believe.
Thank goodness. That guy has pretty much single-handedly tried to ruin the United States of America and the world. Let's keep him out of all our video games and simulation.
Did you see what
Games.
Arkansas did though? They said that Chinese companies can't own farmland in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, well, so that applies to Bill Gates too.
I don't
'Cause
know.
he's a foreign power as well. Dig Dug. Oh, that was a good one. What about Cubert? If y'all remember Cubert, y'all are the real ones. You don't remember Cubert?
I didn't have Cubert.
Well, I didn't have it. I had to go to the mall and play it at the
We didn't have a
thing.
mall within an hour of where I lived.
Well, that's fine. You lived out there with all the coyotes and everything.
Yeah.
There was a mall near me, somewhat near me.
Yeah.
But Cubert was a fun one. Dig Dug was definitely cool. Yeah, I'm
You
flashback.
got them all excited about Cubert, man.
Yes, I was oddly amazing. See, that was the off the wall one, you know, but everybody liked it. It just wasn't as popular as like Pac-Man and all the other stuff.
Double Dragon, you had Street Fighter and stuff.
Yeah,
too.
but that was later, man. I'm talking early.
Yeah.
You see, this is all before me. I think one of my first games was
Gallon.
GoldenEye on the N64.
See,
Oh, that
that's
was fun.
that was high tech, man.
Yeah, that was a good one though. Me and my brother played that. We'd have to hang a sheet halfway up the screen, you know, so
Yeah, so you couldn't see.
screen and he couldn't see the screen.
But it's all
13-inch TV too, so it was a small playing area.
it's all relative though. See,
Yeah.
it's all relative to how your age. So here we go, Brown.
Here we go with the 315 and the 3, getting things started off here once again. Green flag racing here up at the front of the field, getting ready to head on down through the final 10 laps of this race here tonight. Just on the eyeball test, looks like the NTRL really putting on the screws here right now, getting a whole bunch of their drivers up inside of that top 10.
Joust.
They were talking about it.
Yeah.
I just remembered what it was, the one with the ostrich. I think Ginger was talking about that. All right, back to racing. We got 3 wide and 3 and 4. This is pretty interesting. Hopefully they keep it together for the next 10.
Indeed, it's the 8 of Dylan Bryant trying to figure out his way to get around the 41 of Chris Goins out here, going side by side, almost 3 wide here once again, and almost 3 wide up here for the lead as the 01 of Kelly Keel trying to bring home the victory for the VRL. Fighting alongside the 315, trying to get up there, not quite able to get that momentum, continuing to go down the back straightaway. He's going to try to trickle back into line, but he's got some traffic to the outside of him there with the 3 of Skylar Harrod as they make their way down into turns 3 and 4.
These guys coming up on the finish here soon. I think we're going to see that aggression start to ratchet on up as guys know what's on the line here tonight. Bragging rights for their league, either the VRL or the NTRL. So we're going to have a winner here tonight. I don't know what we're going to do in the event of a tie.
Maybe somebody will have an arm wrestling match afterwards or something.
Maybe the winner takes the tie. I don't know. Might be that might be a call from the admins, but
Just do an arm wrestling match or
do a forklift skills test.
that would be cool too.
As the fight here up at the front continues to roll on. 69 Larry Dickerson all over the back bumper of the 01 Kelly Keel. That's just giving him a little bit of extra speed to make another charge here at the 315 of Zach Millett. Making their way back side by side down into turns 1 and 2. We go 7 laps remaining here with the field hot on their heels. The 41 of Chris Goins, 728 of Timothy Pote, Albert Anderson here as well, all trying to jump up inside of this top 10 here. Goodness gracious, everybody fighting for whatever positions they can. Jess fought after earlier being unfortunately involved in an incident, trying to fight his way on back, trying to get back into that top 15. Here's the 3, the 42, and the 32 go side by side by side, 3 wide as they come down across the line.
This is getting awesome. I mean, it's been a great race here so far, but oh, now it's getting good. More 3 wide towards the back.
Incident.
And this is the big one.
Oh man, see that 2 just is
This
a
is
killer.
half the field here. This is half the field.
There's more in front of them. What happened up front? Goodness,
I don't know.
it's mayhem.
Oh, Yahtzee, this is something else here. Big wreck.
Well, I watched Earl Evans in the back half of this thing get into it. What happened up front there?
Well, I'm going to try to tell you if I can find out.
There's a lot of cars involved in this one, so.
Looks like
Okay.
32 and
Klein.
Nick Biddy involved.
51 of Klein looks like he was involved.
Sweet. Jump on up to our chopper camera, kind of see what happened here. And man, the 3, it was 3 wide between the 42-3 and the 32, and the 32 trying to trickle up the racetrack. Looks like he kind of quarter paneled himself there along with the 3. Comes back down across the track, and while that was going on, you had like you were saying, I believe that was Chris Klein. As I try to find his name here. Scrolling through my giant list of names. Oh, and there was something going on between Delia and Anderson right behind him that contributed to that. Oh man, Jeremiah Burke thought he was free and clear. He was seeing the door open, and then the 51 comes up into him there a little bit. Goodness gracious. Let's take a ride here with the 9 of Mr. Tommy Welch, who I don't know how he made it through this, but he just, everything opened up for him. It was like there was nobody left out onto the track for him to race.
Yeah, that was interesting. The whole the whole race has been kind of interesting how it's kind of played itself out. I really think we've seen a good one, man. I haven't counted the cautions. To me, it doesn't seem like we've seen too many. You know,
We've seen they haven't been pretty much right after the other. We've seen at least 10 laps of some good racing between them.
right? And I think the start was really good, and then we got into a maybe a little bit of some caution stuff, but then another nice stretch or whatever. But here's where it's going to happen right here. Is this going to be your green white checker, huh? Or close to it, the unofficial?
I think it will be. Be the first one that's not official, I think.
I can't understand half the rules sometimes.
Yeah, Ginger, I don't think it will be. I think this will be an unofficial.
The unofficial.
We'll see here. What is this? 77 across 78. Let's see if the lights on the pace truck go off, or pace car.
America's driver's calling it quits, I guess.
Oh, is he done?
He's in the chat, and
Okay, lights are off on the pace car, so they'll come around,
yeah.
and this will be
Oh,
yeah. When they take the green here, it's going to be unofficial green white checker, so it won't count against them.
right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. America's driver, Albert Anderson, done for the night. Too many incidents he got involved in, but he wants to thank all the people that came out and supported him. He always has a good turnout, doesn't he?
Yeah, he usually does. I mean,
He's like got a cult following in this community, and
that's all his family
iRacing.
members, too.
Well, no, he's got other fans. I mean, come
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
other people like. I think I have an Albert Anderson T-shirt somewhere. You know,
Yeah, you're
I'm a secret fan. I don't want to tell anybody.
fan.
I do like me some Albert Anderson. But I like a lot of these guys out here. I mean, we've had such a good time with both leagues. This is like the Super Bowl right here. This is the
It is. It's the World
NFC
Series.
versus AFC. Yeah, National League versus American League. We love them both, but let's see who knocks it out of the park tonight.
That indeed is. Here we go. Our first attempt at an unofficial GWC to finish this one on off. It's time to buckle up, strap on those drinking helmets, and throw inhibition out the window. Green white checker racing to finish this league versus league battle royale on off. The 315 off to a great start with the 01 of Kelly Kuehl alongside the 8 of Dylan Mad Max Bryant in tow. The 51 of Chris Klein there, as well as Larry Dickerson. Looks like the 9 of Tommy Wells trying to get up and on this action as well, running as close to Dickerson's bumper as he possibly can. Here comes that 14 Dustin with a Y. Dustin Eaton as well, heading on down the back straightaway here, picking up the momentum and picking up some spots. Here comes the 33 of Jess Vaught and the 07 of Jack Dixon as well. VRL trying to get as many drivers as they can inside of this top 10 as the final few laps start to tick away. Coming back down across the line, white flag is out. This will be it, the final lap. No more cautions. It all comes down to this one, racing all the way down to that checkered flag. Got the 315 and the 01 battling side by side down into turns 1 and 2. Kelly Kuehl giving it all he's got, all he can muster. Down the back straightaway as the 8 of Dylan Bryant gives him a little bit of push before going up to the 315 of Zach Millett down into turns 3 and 4. Now still side by side. Beating and banging, bumpers are rubbing and flying everywhere as they make their way down and out of turn number 4. Incident coming out of number 4, but it's not going to come in time for a yellow as the 315 wins the drag race across the line. Kelly Kuehl with a close second and Dylan Bryant with a close third.
We got our finish that we were looking forward to there.
Yeah, that was awesome right there at the end of that thing. Yeah, now we're gonna have to do the calculation of points and who won, and look at Jess Spot getting in the top 10 there. Good for him in that beautiful paint scheme.
So you're already looking like it's going to be close.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out in my brain, and my brain's not going to work here.
All right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, this is gonna be close.
Welch is NTRL. 5. Let's see. Klein. Is Chris Klein NTRL? Yep. They'll get 4. Vought. 3. And Ottinger is NTRL is 2. And Jack Dixon. Jack Dixon is a VRL, right? So,
Yes.
all right, here we go. Let's see. 9, 16, 17, 22, 24, 25, 26, 20, 25. NTRL's got it, dude. Well, that's 25, 16, 17, 28, 29, 30, 31. By 5 points, NTRL's got it.
Unofficial, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't
this is
trust
using-
your.
No,
I
this
heard
is-
you counting with your fingers. I don't believe you.
He ran
this
out
is
of
using
fingers.
This is iRacing's finishing order,
Okay.
and I dropped down each finishing position and added up the point because the winner gets 12, everybody else gets 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And
That sounds like isn't that a song?
yeah, and if you add them all up, NTRL had 31 points, VRL had 26. So it was not a landslide here, guys.
Oh,
And-
but was it an actual election or was it
No,
fraud?
it's an actual election, man.
Okay, good.
know-
Because I'm getting so used to this fraud stuff when we're voting.
I was
Oh, okay.
counting hanging chads and everything. So, Zach Millett, NTRL, your winner here tonight in the 315 machine. Second place, of course, Kelly Kill from VRL. Third place, Dylan Bryant representing NTRL tonight. That's your top 3. That's who's going to go to the podium. We're going to have to switch podium channels when we talk to the driver of the
01.
driver of the 01. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
So we'll get that started here shortly.
Indeed. Well, by getting it started here shortly, let's get it all started here now as we talk to tonight's third place finisher and up 23 spots on this day, coming in hot. The number 8 of Mr. Dylan Mad Max Bryant, up 23 spots on the evening here tonight, bringing home a third place finish there for the NTRL Numb Thumbs Racing League team out there. And Dylan, whoo, boy, did this one come on down to the wire.
Yeah, it was wild. I'm still shaking. This here race meant a lot to me, especially because I do represent the NTRL side, and it was a great finish, clean. I wanted to help out Zach, but I was trying to win it too at the same time, and on the last lap, going down into coming off of two, I kind of made a move, and I was like, I can't do that. And then I moved back up and shoved them, and I was like, I'm just going to check up some and try to shoot down low. And I did, but I just lost a lot of speed. So, but hey, I take a third. Wow, man, it's I raced in VRL too, and I know they got a lot of fast guys and stuff and clean guys. So it was a pleasure to be here tonight, and bring home I think we got two NTRL guys on the podium. So
Well, there's been some talk out there making this a regular thing, And then some suggestions we've gotten. Of course, we hadn't talked about it or anything yet about making it maybe like a charity event type deal with the leagues and stuff. And I had the idea of, well, why not maybe one time do it at Watkins Glen or something? Would you be kind of interested in that kind of deal?
Yeah. I'm not too bad there. I most likely won't snag up a podium, but hey, I'm down for it. So.
Well, you got your podium tonight. Congratulations. Who would you like to give some shout outs to?
Well, first and foremost, for Derek and Lori to jump on board and bring, like 40 of the fastest people from both leagues over, and Lori's a lot like Derek and stuff. They are, as Albert Anderson says, top shelf people, and it's man, I can't. I really don't know what to say, to be honest. It's just from the NTRL side, VRL side and stuff. Just the competition was a lot more fierce tonight and stuff, and it was for fun, and I don't care which team has the most points and stuff. Man, it was just fun, and I got to race with some of my old pals from Lori's side, and yeah, man, it was great. So shout out to y'all, broadcast guys. Man, y'all do an outstanding job. I got y'all on all of my cars. So a free sponsor.
Thanks for that, man. We appreciate it.
But yeah, I look forward to Monday night and stuff, and I'm glad I got a podium against some of the best. So it makes me feel good, and that's it.
Awesome, man. Well, great job running out there for the NTRL team. Mr. Dylan Bryant picking up the third place finish in this League v League clash here tonight, man. Go ahead, go celebrate it this weekend, and can't wait to see you guys back out and here in action again there, buddy.
All right, guys. Y'all have a great night.
And with that, we move on. It's going to be a little bit of a smattering of... I don't know why I keep using smattering as a word here tonight. I guess that's
adapt and overcome. We're going to do it.
Word on our mind. But we got a whole bunch of places to be and people to talk to. So bear with us here as we pull up tonight's race winner, the 315 of Zach the Hack Millet, picking up the race win with a drag race coming back down across the line, winning by 0.00 point however many, because iRacing does not like to show it. Zach, congratulations, bringing home the big time win here for the NTRL side.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it felt like 0-0-0-0-0-0. Felt really close. I kind of just closed my eyes and hope for the best at the end there.
Yeah, I've got 15 thousandths is what it I think shows on mine. Well, it just changed, so I don't know what happened there.
Probably docking me for an illegal spoiler.
Yeah, something just happened. Yeah, there it is. That's 15 thousandths. So yeah, man, close finish. Really cool event here. How did you think about when we're getting ready to do this race? And you guys, of course, had to kind of qualify your way in. And they're talking about making this a regular thing. You looking forward to the next race, and what kind of racing would you like to see? What kind of track would you like to see on the next league versus league type race?
Yeah, I think this is a great deal. Doing it every year, that's going to be pretty cool. They're going to have like a plaque that's passed back and forth to whomever wins it every time. So that's going to be pretty neat. As for track, I just hope it's a track kind of like Michigan. You got to drive the truck. It's not just like a, wide open the whole time type track. But anything, maybe like a Chicagoland or something like that too, that'd be fun. But yeah, something where it puts the driver kind of, in control.
Well, good job tonight. Congratulations on that win. Who would you like to give some shout outs to?
Thanks, brother. I got to thank you guys, AAA Broadcasting, for always doing such an awesome job. Looking forward to going back and watching it. I got to thank Steve over at HBR TV. I think he was off tonight, so he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna broadcast it too. Why not? So thanks to
Oh,
thanks to him. Yeah, we're gonna have a couple to watch. It's gonna be sweet. So HBRShops.com, HBRTV1.com, Numb Thumbs Gaming, NTRL, all the admins, DW, and all those guys. They do a hell of a job. Big thanks to VRL for racing us in this and coming together with us and making this a possibility. It was wicked fun. This was a hell of an event. I gotta thank Martin Sports, Track Bar Media, Eric Dotson, State Farm, Castle Products, Davidson Builders, and shoot me a follow over on Twitch at That Is 4Guy.
Yes, sirree, indeed. As the 315 of Mr. Zach Millett picking up the big time race win here tonight for this league versus league battle. And congratulations there, man. Definitely go ahead, go and celebrate that one. It was well deserved. And we look forward to seeing you back out here in action soon enough there, buddy.
Thanks, brother. Can't wait.
Alrighty. And with that, before we jump over to interview Kelly, I know you're waiting patiently. I promised you we'll be over there shortly here, buddy. Let's first talk to the league leaders here tonight, and that will be Mr. DW, the one-legged wonder, and the always so wonderful Miss Lori Vaught, putting in the grunt work here tonight with the adminning side of things, as well as making sure this thing got even started in the first place. Big thank you to both of y'all, and boy, oh boy, did this one come down to the wire.
I'll let Lori go first.
ladies first, yeah.
I had so much fun, and so did Derek. It was really a good race. I don't know who's like more on edge, me or him, but we did some laughing and we did some cussing, and there was a couple I was like, oh no, that's your two. I'm gonna step out and let you call this one. It was so much fun. Like I really do look forward to this again next year.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, this was a lot of fun, and it's I don't even know what to say. I'm proud of both teams. Proud of both leagues. Did a lot of bragging rights and a lot of pride. Goes into this. I realized that I'm not a driver, and I'm like, oh my God, don't take it so serious. But then on the other side, my husband is. And I know these guys put in a lot of time and effort, and they take it serious. And they want to do well, and I understand that. So I don't know about the drivers, but I know Derek and I had a lot of fun tonight.
You're not
And
a
I
driver
really
yet.
appreciate Numb Thumbs. Yeah, don't say that. You don't want me on the track. But I love you guys, AAA. I'm so glad you guys hosted this tonight.
Derek?
Oh, it's my
What you
turn
got,
now.
buddy?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're-
sir.
Oh, it's my turn now. I was
Sorry, we didn't
waiting.
rehearse any of this. So.
I was betting some kind of question. Jeez. But anyway, yeah, we had fun. We had a great time tonight. I was on the edge. I was cussing. I'm sitting here watching my drivers. I get it's competitive. I said, "We're freaking teammates. Calm down." I mean, and just making me so nervous. And I swear to God, I get more nervous doing race control than I do being out there on the track. I mean, it gets my nerves just rattled. And but yeah, it was a good race. Few wrecks we had, but I mean, 40 cars out here. A lot of guys haven't never raced with each other. I mean, I think the ending result. I mean, it was a pretty good race. NTRL came on top of 9. I'm happy for that. But the real victory here is for both of the leagues. Came out here, 2 different leagues. Came out here, had a great race, got along, and end of the night, everybody's happy, and there's nobody cussing each other, hitting each other, or banning each other. So that's the real victory.
And the difference in the score wasn't that great. I mean, NTRL 31 points, VRL 26. We did have some interest from the folks out there in YouTube saying, hey, we ought to do this regularly. And then somebody else had the idea of, we should make this maybe a charity thing, and maybe the winning side gets to pick a charity or something. So we got some stuff to mull over, maybe, and you league owners got some stuff to talk about, maybe to get together and maybe doing maybe a road course one
Oh no,
quarter and
nope, nope,
and
nope.
a short track this and well, go ahead, bud.
Nope, no road courses.
You said no?
No, no road
Oh,
courses.
come
No
on,
road
Watkins
courses.
Glen is fun.
No
No,
road.
I'm going with DW on this one. That
Yeah.
Okay.
that is a firm no to road courses.
Oh,
All right, see,
y'all both have some good drivers that can do. some
we don't want
racing,
to watch
yeah?
it though. They're correct. We don't need
Okay.
that.
Oh,
Anyway,
come on.
any last parting shots from both of y'all about this race? We all had a blast, and it sounds like y'all did too.
Laura, you can go first.
I just I honestly just want to say thank you to VRL. Thank you to Num Thumbs. Thank you to Derek for being so kind. It was honestly like a pleasure getting to know him tonight, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the invite. AAA, to my 20 drivers that showed up, and to his 20, you guys are the best, and I can't wait for the next league on league battle. Thank you, Derek, and thank you, AAA.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like exactly what she says. Thanks to all my guys over here at NTRL. Thanks to all the guys over at VRL. Thanks to y'all. Y'all do an outstanding job on the broadcast. All the sponsors involved in both leads. If it wasn't for them, these two leads wouldn't be as successful as they are. And the drivers are what makes the league great. So both leads, I mean, they're doing awesome. I've been keeping my eye on VRL for ever since I was in HCK, and I heard about VRL through Albert Anderson, and I've always kept an eye on them. I even race over there a little bit myself, but I always kept an eye on them, and they've done outstanding races. And I came up with this idea. A lot of guys race over there. A lot of our guys race over there. A lot of their guys race over here. I mean, they've been. Most of these guys been in these leagues at one time or another, and I just thought it was a great idea to get these guys together and come out here and battle it out. And I'm happy I'm on top, but we're definitely going to do it again next year.
Yeah, and thanks to the league owners, both y'all. Thanks to y'all for making this happen. You know, it couldn't have happened without a couple of level-headed league owners getting together and deciding rules and nailing everything down. You guys obviously communicated and did everything the right way, and we got a great race out here tonight. And I think the fans were pleased.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thanks, AAA. We really appreciate it.
And thank you guys for having us here on this wonderful, momentous event of this league versus league battle here with the NTRL and VRL taking it off head to head. Thank you guys so very much. We'd love to stick around and chat, but we got to jump over to the VRL and talk with our second place finisher here. But again, thank you guys for hosting here tonight, and we look forward to seeing you guys the next time you guys host one of these. This will be great.
All right, later, guys.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, and a quick change of scenery here as we jump on over to the AAA broadcast booth over on the the VRL side as we talk to tonight's second place finisher, Mr. Kelly Keel in the 01 machine, bringing it on home in second place here tonight for VRL. Kelly, congratulations. It was a hard-fought battle, and heck, I even thought you were going to sneak it in there at the end with that old drag race.
Yeah, right. I thought for sure I had it. I think Dustin and Larry Dickerson said, "Hey, you got it," but it was close. Maybe I should have did some more rubbing on that guy on the outside. But yeah, I'm happy with second place. With this was fun with NTRL and VRL and all my teammates. So it was awesome. I think it was just more luck, though. I wasn't for sure if I'd end up in the top 5, but I'll take second. That works. I think Dave's telling me to pick out a pair of gloves. So.
Well, 15 thousandths of a second. That was a really close finish there, but You were solid all night. You had a great qualifying time, put you in 9th place to start the race here tonight. But we talk about you a lot as a great pusher on on draft dependent tracks and stuff like that. But out here tonight, you showcased your ability to just be able to move through traffic and take care of your equipment. And consistent Kelly Keel is what we saw out here tonight. And you definitely earned that 2nd place, man. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah, 2nd place isn't too bad. I think you'll take it for a fun race like this. Who'd you like to give some shout outs to?
Lori and Jess, obviously, all the work that they put into this every week. I know Lori spends a lot of time on this all the time, so can't thank her enough. And obviously Jess, and then Derek and his league. That was fun tonight. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. So shout out to them guys and you guys. I'm going to watch the race later tonight, see how it looks. Hopefully it was fun.
Awesome.
Definitely was.
It definitely was, man. Congratulations once again to that 01 of Mr. Kelly Keel, bringing home the 2nd place finish and top spot here for the Vigilante Racing League, guys, which I guess means you also get some Martin sports gear at the end of this thing too here, Kelly.
Yeah, I think Dave just sent me a link, told me to go pick something out. So excited about that. I didn't even know that was even on the table. So
We did it. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get back to him and see how I redeem those. Or he's probably gonna order them and wear them himself, and then send them to me when they're all wore out and sweaty.
That is
a man juice in there for you.
Yeah, but I want to just thank everybody on my team. They helped a lot. We were all in the channel, and hey, wouldn't it, pit strategies, and we were just watching one incident. Looks like I turned Pope. Feel bad about that, but 2nd place though, I'll take it.
Yes, sirree, indeed. Kelly Keel, good job out there, buddy. 2nd place finish here tonight, man. Go ahead, go celebrate it, and we'll be sure to see you guys back out here in action again next week there, buddy.
All right, sounds good. See you guys.
See ya.
Yep.
Oh, as we close things down here from the broadcast booth, and woo, boy, oh boy, we had ourselves a pretty good battle out there tonight.
That was awesome, man. I can't wait to do this again with both of these leagues that we've been with for a while. And, they obviously respect each other and, are very competitive with each other as well here as we saw. And the owners get along, and I think that means great things moving forward here when we want to do some more of these.
Yeah, I think that's the best part. I think everybody realized it was for fun. Nobody got mad. Nobody got upset. Like, especially if the 2 owners of the leagues get along and had such a good time. I think we'll see some more of this. So, looking forward to it in the future. Looking forward to both these series seasons finishing up here. It's going to be fun. End of the year here.
Indeed, it will be. As we take a look here at tonight's finishing order here from Michigan, the 315 of Zach Millett coming in home in 1st place. The 01 Kelly Keel having a brave charge there at the end, finishing in 2nd with the number 8 of Dylan Bryant with a great charge as well, picking up the 3rd place last podium spot here. Dustin with a Y. Dustin eating your hard charger of the evening, up 26 spots to finish there in 4th. The 17 of Larry Dickerson as well had a fantastic run there towards the end, just coming up a little bit shy, but a great top 5 for him. Tommy Welsh in the 9 machine, he got a little beaten, battered, and bruised out there, but fought his way through it for a 6th place finish. Chris Klein as well, getting through the chaos into 7th. Jess Vaught overcoming adversity there once again, able to fight through his incident and get up inside that top 10 in 8th. Jeff Ottinger as well, having a fantastic run here, finishing in 9th. 10th, and rounding out your top 10 will be a Canada's own and top Canadian driver here this evening, Mr. Jack the Ripper Dixon, rounding out that field's top 10.
29 of Dave Mayberry will finish in 11th place, up 10 spots here tonight. Mike Taylor in the 98, we talked about him earlier here, starting in third place. He fell way back in the back of the field, but worked his way back up to finish 12th. So great finish there by Mike. Scott Milner in the 31, up a whole bunch of spots as well here, finishing in 13th place. 14th will be Mike Adamson in the 88. The 43 machine, Dana Shepard, will finish in 15th place, also up a whole bunch of spots. Jeremiah Burke, man, started in 8th in that 53 truck, and he dropped a few spots. He'll finish in 16th place. Up 10 tonight, Greg Dobson in the 85. Another one of our Canadian buddies finishing in 17th place here tonight. Russ Endicott in the 57 will finish in 18th after starting way back in the back in 39th. Great job out there tonight, Russ. George Rincon in the 28 truck, finishing in 19th place. He started way back there with Russ back in 35th place. Sean McDonald, another one of our Canadian friends, in the 27 truck, finished right where he started there in 20th spot. John Osborne, kind of the same kind of deal for the 81 truck here tonight. He finished in 21st after starting in 22nd. And I just realized, Adam, that I overran 20th place. So if you want the rest of them, bud, you got them.
The more you talk, the less I have to work. But I'll go ahead and finish. I'll finish it out. Number 1, David Fight, started 25th, ended up 22nd. Ended up 23rd, the number 7 of Russ Kilgore, 24th, 18 of Andrew Player. Looks like double nickel, Tom Barish ended up 25th, 26th, Nick Biddy in the 32, 20th, the number 20, Kevin Delia, ended up 27th, 28th, number 10, Andrew Cawthon. Number 41, Chris Gomes, 29th, to 48 of Zeth Holly. 30th, 42, Kevin Winker, Team America. Couldn't really pull it off tonight. 31st, number 13, Earl Evans, sponsored, not sponsored AAA driver. 32nd, 33rd, Skylar Harrod. 728 of Timothy Pope. 34th, Connor Leach, the 71. Ended up 35th, 36th, America's driver, the 99. Ended up in 36. Charlie Herkus right behind him in that 83 machine. Number 6, Joshua Sisk. Really had a good early run. Started first, but finished way back here in 38th. 013, Brayton Laster, the pizza man, ended up 39th, 40th. Justin Morrow. In that 46, nobody else gridded there tonight. So thank you, Lori Vaught, DW. Y'all putting this on. This was awesome.
Indeed, it was. As we close things down here from Michigan, as always, we thank you all for tuning in and watching. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you get alerted every single time that we go live. And if you enjoy any of it, be sure to hit the thumbs up button as well so we can continue to grow this fantastic community on over here, guys. It was a absolute blast, and that will do it for all the racing here this week. We return Monday night with the Num Thumbs Racing League continuing their season, and the Vigilante Racing League heads on over to, I believe it is Homestead, for their first of their playoff races. The playoff field is set, and we'll be able to tell everybody where, if their driver's in, if their driver's out, and who's fighting for what coming up then on Wednesday. But until Monday, I am Alan Brown for Alan English and Adam Turner. We're signing off.
We gone.
See ya.